In this video, we will learn about line charts. Line charts are often used to plot continuous data and are useful for identifying trends. For example, plotting daily sales as a line chart may enable you to identify sales fluctuations over time. Normally, the category axis or the horizontal axis for a line chart displays equal intervals. In this example here, for each year, I have the contribution to sales of different products. So in this first line, in the year 1953, the shirt sales were contributing to 43.5% of the total sales. And I have this data for next 48 years till 2000. So when I plot a line chart of these three products, these three data series come as three different lines. You can identify each data series with different color, and the color is representing which product is given in this legend box on the right. On the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, you can see that I have equally spaced interval of time, which is 2 years. Now let us learn how to plot this line chart. I'll delete this chart. We will select the whole table and we'll go to insert menu, and this is the icon for line chart. You can see there are number of options here. Since Excel can automatically identify X and Y values, we can use the recommended charts option, which I told you is the one-click method. You can see here's the line chart for this table. We'll click on OK, and this line chart is created. But we need to do a lot of things. We need to change the chart title. We need to give the Y-axis title, and we can change the positioning of this legend box below. If you are not sure that Excel has selected the right data, you can confirm by again going to the select data option. You can click on this and you can see that in the legends you have shirts. You can click on this edit button. The series name is shirts, which is correct, and the series values are from C6 to C53, which is also correct. So you can check for all other series also, and if it is okay, then you can use it. On the horizontal axis, we should have years from 1953 to 2000. Excel automatically picked them correctly. In case it was not picked correctly, you can click on this edit button and then select the years range. Let us click on OK. Now, as told earlier, you can change the chart title, horizontal axis title. You can format all these just in the same way we did for bar charts. Now let us look at the different types of line charts available. Let us click on this change chart type button. You can see we have all these options of line charts. This first one is selected, which is a simple line chart. If you go to the next one, it's a stacked line chart. So stacked line chart is similar to the stacked bar chart. The different data series will be stacked one on top of the other. So you can see first we have the shirts chart. On top of it we will have the pants values, and on top of that we'll have the others values. So this pant sales value is giving us the sum of pants plus shirts contribution. So for the year 1953, the pants contribution point will be at 97.4%, which is sum of 43.5% plus 53.9%. And the third line, which is the others line, will be the sum of all the three. So it will be at 100% since contribution totals to 100%. So this is the stacked line. Next one is 100% stacked line. Since our total is 100% in this case, these two will be exactly same. In case you have the total to be not 100%, this 100% stacked line will convert all the totals to 100% and show the contribution of each product as a percentage of total. So as told earlier in bar charts also, it is used to compare the contribution of different products to the total. Next comes line with markers. Let us select this and click on OK. So you can see that for each data point, there is a circle mark on the graph. This is highlighting that data point. If you have fewer number of points, you can use this to highlight the data point which is constituting this line chart. Apart from that, it is exactly same to the simple line chart, just that it has the markers which are identifying the individual data points. The other types of chart types available, these other two types are the same things that we discussed earlier, just that it will have markers with them. This last one is a 3D option of line, which doesn't really make sense. You can click on it to see what it creates. It doesn't really make any sense. I'll use a different data set to show the change that a 3D line chart creates, but even in that example, you'll see that a 3D line chart does not really make any sense when you're trying to convey a message using a chart. Now let us create that simple one only. I want to tell you one another point, which is you can add, since this one has no markers on it, you can first of all add markers to it to highlight the data point. And the second thing you can add is the data labels. If you want to highlight the value at each data point, you can have data labels. So if I go to data labels and hover over the above option, you can see for each data point the value is noted. Since it has a lot of data points, the chart is getting cluttered and it is not looking good at all. But if you have fewer data points and you want to highlight the exact value at each individual point, it is recommended that you use a data label so that at each data point you can actually view the value there. Now let us discuss the 3D line chart. I am showing you this just to make a point that it does not make any sense to draw a 3D line chart. So here is the sample data of population in each of the 3 cities in different years. If I make a line chart of this, if I make a simple line chart, you can easily see that this is the trend of population. Mostly it is increasing for the Sydney and London city, and for Delhi in 2005 there is a sudden increase in population. But if I create a 3D chart for this, you can see that even with the grid lines, we are not really sure what are the values of London and Sydney in terms of population. So instead of a graph, it is looking more like an optical illusion. So that's why I never recommend to draw a 3D line chart in any scenario. It is always preferable to draw a simple 2D line chart.